Hello, and a very warm welcome back to Bracken Fix. My name's Pete. Sorry for the delay in getting back to you on these videos. Just been a busy boy. Plus, I bought myself a 3D printer, so that has taken up the last week of my life. Printing everything from snowflakes to horses to, you know how these things go. Anyway, today we are going to look at this Bluetooth speaker that my brother said I could try and fix. He's convinced it's the charging port that's faulty, but I don't know. I haven't really even looked at one of these. Obviously there's a foot missing. I don't think that's going to cause the trouble that he's explaining. So when you turn it on, it simply makes this very strange noise. Isn't that odd? So I have one of these USB meters that can tell whether something if is drawing any power. So we can see that this is pulling, you know, a very erratic amount of volts. Might be where it's plugged into, but you can see there's no amps. So hopefully, if we plug this in and everything's working well and it's charging, it will take some amps. So let's plug this in. Nothing. That's disappointing. So it may very well be then that it's not charging. Oh god, that doesn't feel great, that. So the next problem we have is I have absolutely no clue how to open one of these. Let's take this foot off. I don't know what I was expecting, but I'm still disappointed there's not a screw or something underneath. Oh. Well, what did I do there? Okay, that was weird. That was more like a puzzle box, wasn't it? Okay. It's like a foam gauze thing. A couple of speakers in there. Ah, I can see screws. Okay. What do I need? Oh, blimey. I think one of these will do it. Oh, that feels good. Let's pull these out. So there's all those loose. There's a hole there, but all I can see is a wire inside. It doesn't, and it's smaller than all these, so I don't think there's a screw in there. I don't really know what to do. Let's get some of these screws out. 2, not bad. Bear in mind I should have 6. That's yeah, that's okay. So now, do I just pry it open? Oh, there we go. Oh. Better not lose that. Right. Oh, how bizarre. Oh, they're like speakers, but they're not attached to anything. Do you think maybe there's another model with like proper speakers, because these are just there's nothing in there. I suppose they would technically vibrate with the sound from this, but I still think that's a little tenuous. Right. Okay, well the rest of the screws have come out. I mean, that's actually, they haven't. There's still one stuck in there. Oh, there it is there, look. Put all those bits together. Okay, put that over there, put those over there as well. So what have we got here? So we've got the circuit board. It's got a USB on it. And then, yes, my brother believes this is the problem. So we turn it on, there's a light here. Oh. So there is a light there, but it's very, very weak. And flickering like crazy. Oh, interestingly. I thought if I move the board it... Oh, yeah. Okay, well, we'll come back to that. So, we need to have a look at this, don't we? Should we pull these out? So, get in trouble for doing that. Let's do it properly, shall we? Oh my goodness. He says do it properly as he basically nearly rips the whole thing off the board. Pete, be careful, mate. There you go. That's that one off. That doesn't seem to want to come out, that one. Easy. Easy. I feel like these should come out a lot easier. Ow. Oh, these are just the ones that slip on the pins, look. So what I could do is just take the whole thing off. Though obviously that shouldn't come off. You know, there are bigger problems in the world. So I need to make sure we've got these. So how are we going to... Oh, I suppose that one's the shorter one. Okay, well the shorter one then goes on this one here. Anyway, should we pull it off as well, just for completeness, or should we leave it? Let's leave it. So yeah, he seems to think that this port here is the problem. And actually, with the naked eye, it does look a little bit dodgy. Luckily, we have the Tomlov. So why don't we crack this bad boy out, shall we? Let's have a look. Okay, it's pretty much in focus. So we want to be over here, don't we? Yes, I mean they don't look great, do they? Oh, well I mean it even looks like one's missing there. What's that copper thing there? Looks like some copper, it's not the pad, is it? Let's have a look. Okay, let's get a... I think that might be the problem. So is that missing pin there? Is that the one underneath there, is it? I think we're going to have to take this off either way, aren't we? I've never done this before, so... Oh, that one's attached. Well, there we go. I mean, one of the 5, I suppose, is better than nothing. I'm intrigued as to what that is. So how am I going to get this off? How if I looked at the right part of the board, wouldn't it? So do I just need to desolder those two things there? I wonder. Because what's on this side over here? Oh yeah, see that the pads are there, but now, isn't this where you use a heat thing? The heat gun. Oh, I haven't used it for this sort of thing before. I like the idea of that. As I say too often in my life, what's the worst that can happen? Okay, well let's try and do that then. So we'll move this up so I don't burn my telescope to pieces. And we'll put some heat on this and I'm sure destroy everything else around it. That'd be fun, wouldn't it? Let's do that. absolutely no idea what temperature to have the fan at, so I'm going to go for 410 because that's a number that I decided on. Lots of tweezers. I mean, that feels very hot and burns my fingers. That's good too. Okay, well let's start heating this up and see what happens. Oh, it just came off like that. Well, that was easy. Just like that. So, right, let's get you in a bit closer, shall we? There we go. So, this is what's come off the board. Oh, look at that. It's in... Oh, those must be the pads, because if I put it next to the actual thing and then get you even closer. So that's where it was, in that cattywampus hell. Yeah. Blimey. It's in quite a state, isn't it? I don't even know if I can fix any of that. So that one should go there. Sorry for the noise of the heat gun, by the way. It's just chilling out. Oh. So delicate. I mean, so this was the bit that we could see, which obviously is where it's just blown the pads off. I mean, what has happened here? It's in hell of a state, isn't it? I suppose I have to clean all this up. Probably a good place to start. So that's the board, and then this is the... Ah, thank you. And then this is the actual port itself. I mean, look at it, it's in hell of a state. Oh, God. Problem is I don't have another one. Of course I can get one, but I don't have one right now. And it's Friday night about 10 PM, so I don't think I'm going to get one today. Well, I mean, I think I've got no choice, have I? I'm going to have to go and get another one of these USB, micro, mini. I think it's micro USB. I always get them wrong. Again, not good for somebody in my industry, but can't know everything, can we? Right, in which case, I'm going to have to call it a night. I will go and find where to buy one of these, or I'm sure I'll have to buy, you know, lots and lots and lots and lots of them. And then we'll try and put it back on the board, which means if we're going to do that, we're going to have to well, I suppose we can get rid of all of these now, can't we? Because there'll be new ones, and just have to hope that the... I mean, are the pads even still there? That's the worry. Also, I'm beginning to realise that my microscope, which you all know I love very, very, very much, definitely do with some more light, couldn't it? Because I can't really see here. And I'm so close now that I can't get a pick underneath. Right, so I think we're going to have to do is in the next, I say the next video, it'll be this video actually. Next time I sit down to this, which will probably be sort of Monday now, because it's, like I said, it's Friday, we'll clean all this up, and then we'll put on the new port and see if that makes a difference. I'm not even sure, to be honest with you, that it's actually going to work, because obviously it's going to have to touch something, but what? What does it touch? I mean, how conductive are these pads now? That's the question. It's really funny. This looks really big. What I'm using in my hand, but it's actually a relatively small pick. But anyway, Yeah, so there we go, get rid of those. That one's still stuck on. I'll be honest, I'm not entirely sure what's going to happen here. So let's get the other. Yep, let's get the new port, and we'll just have to see, I guess, what happens. So, as if by magic, when I come back after this fantastic fade away, hopefully we'll have all the bits we need. By the way, I would love to do a star wipe like in The Simpsons. Do you remember when Lisa was helping Homer do some sort of video? Oh, it was the video for Ned. We were doing the dating video. And all he did was star wipe. And it always makes me giggle every time I do a transition for you with these YouTube videos. Every time I have to go transition, I always want to click on star wipe. But yeah, I'm not going to. I'll be a bit more professional and go for something a little bit more crazy. Maybe like an explosion or something. Let's see. We'll surprise both of ourselves. Okay, so it's now Monday evening. I've received a replacement USB port, which is looks close enough to the other one to be happy. So I think I'm going to have to, well, one, get rid of all this solder that's on here. So I'll use some solder wick for that. But I'm a little bit worried about this area here, because this is where the pads should be, and I can't see them at all, and I can't work out if they've been ripped off, which I think they probably have, or they're just covered in something. So we need something sharp but very, very small to have a look. Maybe like a pin? And as if by magic, he has found a pin. So yeah, this is what we need to try and work out if there's anything underneath here. Oh God, I don't think there is. Oh, maybe there is actually. Okay, so look, let's start by cleaning getting the all this solder off and then giving it a clean. So, as I'm sure you've all been waiting for, I will put some flux on, and then we'll go from there. So. Give it a load of flux, and then see if we can get any of this off. Ooh. Maybe so you can see it. That's the point of watching a YouTube video. Let's try and get that bit off there, shall we? Pretty, isn't it? See if we can get some of this off. You know what's funny? I really do like solder braid. I think it's brilliant, but I always burn myself using it, which obviously says more about me than anything else, obviously. I've got to be a bit careful because there's some components quite close over here. I don't particularly want to damage them. I mean, that is looking a little bit better, but I mean, not much, let's be honest. Okay, let's see if we can do anything with this here, shall we? So, okay, well that looks, I mean, a tiny bit better, I guess. Let's see if we can get rid of this here. God, make you seasick. Hang on. Now you remember from my last video that when you struggle to get some off, the funny thing to do is to add more and then try and get it off. But I think that's pretty much all gone now actually, which was obviously luck more than judgment. But yeah, actually you can see a little bit. It's definitely still liquid here. And let's see if I can warm it up. So we really want to get rid of that, but it doesn't really matter. But it's more on principle now. Oh, there you go. There you go. Right, let's give that a clean with some IPA and a brush. Oh, it doesn't like that, does it? Sorry. I don't think the camera likes that at all. God, it's like a strobe effect. Clean her off. See where we are. So, okay, well it's all a bit cleaner, isn't it? But still got the problem of this. Oh God, it's made it even worse. So what does that mean? What does that mean? Because surely if I put the USB on there now, it's not going to be able to touch anything, is it? Oh, I don't know. I mean, you could argue this is already broken, and so I can't really do much more damage, but I mean, let's be honest, those are famous last words, aren't they? So, this here I think was the only pin that was actually attached. And then it looks like there's another pin here. Oh God. I just don't know if I'm supposed to clean this off. Because originally I thought it wasn't making a difference, but then, there you go, look, see it's there again, look there. So how do I clean this off completely? How do I clean that off? Any professionals, please look away now. Because you're not going to want to see this. Okay. I'm worried they are literally just gone, basically. The pads, I worry that they've just been ripped off by the other one. That's a real shame. There's just nothing for them to attach to. I mean, it's still got whatever this is here as well. There, I mean, oh, I see that goes there. Look, you can see, ah, there we go. You can actually see where the trace is. Oh, I see. Oh God. Oh, it's lost a whole. Oh, right. Okay, so here you can actually see that the motherboard, or the board, should I say, has actually lost a whole layer. That's what's happened. How the hell did that happen? Because it's not on the. If we go back to the chip we took, I mean. That board is now, wow. Okay. Wow. I mean, if I only understood, like, where power, because even if you could just get power to it, but I mean, look at this here. Well, I'm afraid I'm going to have to just say that this is DOA because, yeah, I mean, that board is completely ruined and there's nowhere I can put new traces in. So I'm afraid to say this one is over. The only thing I suppose I can do at some point is try and work out where the power goes, and then maybe we can just sort of jump the power, so at least it will work that way, and charge. But I mean, you'll never be able to get data to it, so I have to use the SD card, I suppose. But okay, well, sorry about that. That's another fail, which is not good for the channel, but it is real, and I promise you that this would be real. But yeah, another failure is not particularly good, is it? Have to try better next time. Look, thank you all so much for watching. Please like and subscribe to see if I actually manage to fix something, which would be a bonus. And I'll see you on the next one. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.